Hi everyone. So, for those of you that have yet to meet, my name's Rachel and I am the Global Community Manager with Supermums. And I'm joined by Claudia today, who's going to be telling you more about her journey. She's the training coordinator for Supermums Training, and she's actually one of our previous alumni. So, one thing that I love about our team in Supermums is many of the women have actually been through our course and they've then been hired by Supermums to support our incredible women and men who decide to upskill in our courses and join Supermums. So I love that you've been through that experience that so many of our trainees go through, and you have that first hands-on experience of it.
Yes.
She's also a mum from Brazil. She's a mum of two, and she works remotely in Brazil for our team, and she really is that champion for that flexible remote working. And I also love the fact that, with our team, so many of us come from different parts of the world, different time zones, but because of technology platforms like this, we can stay connected. So, for those that don't know,
Yeah.
Claudia, what did you do before Salesforce, and how did you actually find Supermums?
Oh, okay. Hi, everyone. It's nice to be here. Thank you, Rachel, for putting this together. It's a pleasure to be able to share a little bit of my story. And before I joined Supermoms and how I met Supermoms, I was working with sales. I was running my own business with my husband for 3 years. And it was really, oh, you can go past. That's okay. Well, we work in the same office here, so we are sharing offices now, and that's one of the good parts of working remotely. And yeah, so I had a lot of sales experience and managing business. I had just graduated from an MBA program here in Brazil, but I was a bit tired of the role I was playing as a sales manager, and I had a feeling that I wanted to get my hands dirty with something. I had some organization and building skills with CRMs that I really wanted to explore. So in 2020, a friend of mine that had gone through the course, Bruna, she told me about Supermoms. She was based in Spain, and had a great experience moving careers from marketing to Salesforce. She actually went from Supermoms to being employed at Salesforce. And she said, Claudia, I think you're gonna love this. So why you don't try? And well, during the pandemic, we were all stuck at home. I had to leave that business that I was running, and I was like, okay, I think this is the right time. I have a little bit of time that I can juggle between the kids, being at home and dedicating myself a little bit to this. And I decided to take the chance of learning it. It was completely new. I never used Salesforce before, and I liked a little bit of Excel spreadsheet. So I thought, okay, I have that liking for logic and systems, and it was connected to sales, which I knew a lot about sales cycles and how to manage it. So I thought it would be a good try for me.
Amazing. So, for those that don't know what a day in the life of a Salesforce admin looks like, day to day, working remotely from home, so you're completely remote, like all of our Supermoms team and many people in the Salesforce ecosystem. What does your day to day, work life look like in terms of, what you do on a daily basis?
Yeah, I think this is one of the good parts for me because as an admin, as a Salesforce administrator and training coordinator, I get to use or to have, let's say, previsibility in my work. So I know exactly what I have to do and I can get some routine in place. So I'm managing users and I'm managing data that is in our system. And also I'm dealing with analytics, creating some reports and some pulling out some data for our business. And at the same time, I'm customer facing because I'm helping my users, and I'm all the time putting that business analysis hat on and solving business problems with them and seeing how it is, how I can make their life easier using the system. So I I get some routine, which is very very nice for me. But I also get to talk a lot to people and participate in the team meetings and being in the training team. So we have projects that there are some requirements that we need to put in place, and sometimes they are small projects, sometimes they are larger projects. Sometimes I'll manage them on my own time, but sometimes I'll liaise with some of the team members so we can meet to take that forward. So yeah, there is a lot of contact with people. So one thing that I was afraid before starting with Salesforce is that I wouldn't have contact with people. So that it would be, oh, maybe this is only a system thing, and I'll be stuck in the system, not talking to anyone. But that's not really true. I mean, there's a lot in Salesforce, and I think one of the main skills it's good to have is actually talking to people and knowing how to actually debrief things from being a problem and how we can solve these. And you need to have a lot of people skill to do that. And I think as moms, we learn how to do that a lot
Yeah.
at our day on daily basis. So I think that was such a great match for me because I get to use a lot of the building skills that I wanted and also keep building on my one-to-one skill with people.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And you've covered this slightly just there, but what would you say are the kind of top maybe three challenges that um tend to happen, working remotely with a global team? And how do you
Yeah.
overcome them?
Yeah. Well, that's quite new. And I think the landscape of employment has changed so much in the last 5 years. It's kind of, um, I never worked remotely before, so it was challenging in the sense that I had to set up a space in my home so I wouldn't get so much so many distractions. So I think that's one of the things. And I so setting up a place, and also I had to because I share an office with my husband, I had and often we were having meetings at the same time, and I was like, I can't hear what they are saying and they can hear what you are saying. So I had actually to invest in good headphones. So now I'm completely like, we can be both in meetings at the same time, and we can hardly get upset each other
Yeah.
because of the noise.
Mhm.
It's this is one of the main things from working at home, because you really have to make that nice space. And I think them also staying motivated it's a challenge when you are working remotely, because you have to know a lot about yourself and how you tick, kind of thing. If you are getting tired, or if you're getting, oh, if you're just not getting over something, you need I take a break. Honestly, I take breaks, 10 minutes break, 15. I get a coffee and I sit either on the lounge or in the outside area, so I can get some air, and just think, listen to some music or do something different. But I always know my productive time, so I'm much more productive in the morning, so I maximize that time and I get really focused. I work 3 to 4 hours in the morning. Then I get a lunch break, and sometimes I go out for lunch, and sometimes I stay at home, but I normally take an hour break. So it's a quite long and nice. I can do a lot. Sometimes I do run some errands that I need to do. So it's not to the end of the day. And then I work a couple of hours in the afternoon. And then I get to do some workout after. So I really need to get the energy and that routine. And it's about knowing yourself and how you can keep yourself motivated and when you need time. And so it's good to have that flexibility
Yeah.
as well, that I know I have the previsibility of my work. I know what I have to deliver, and I can do my hours around that. So at night, the great thing is I'm end of the evening, I'm completely available for my kids. So in the afternoon, I can do plenty with them, pick them up at school and do everything, give my full attention to them. And that would be the third tip. Yeah, so the third tip would be to really unplug from work after work so you can focus on your important things in life, important things for you. So for me, it is really give my full attention to my children. I like to give that undivided attention. So that's important. And when I do that, it kind of fills up my tank. It's kind of when I get that feeling that, okay, I'm ready to go to work again the next day. But if I don't do that, then I don't feel motivated at all because I feel in debt with my family and with what they need. So being able to unplug is really important, and that's something that I think it's a challenge when you're at home, when you feel like, oh, I can work all hours, but actually what hours you are going to work, what hours do you commit yourself to do it. Of course you can change, and if no day is the same, but at least you have a baseline to go from. And yeah, have knowing that and how to unplug is really important for me as well.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that flexibility aspect is so great because it means you really can fit your work around your life. And if you need to
Yeah.
flex your hours to attend, a school activity, I think that's one of the best parts of, remote working through Salesforce and that flexible aspect. But also I think it's knowing when to switch off and knowing how to separate work from family life and just being able to give your most to both of those things. And I do think the routine and knowing how to boost your productivity is such a key thing. And I think it's a learning experience for anyone who's never worked remotely. Um, that's a journey that they go on and they have to learn what works best for them based on their productivity. So we spoke about the challenges and you've touched a bit on, I guess the best parts about it, but what would you say do you love most? One, about your role within Supermums, but then also two, being part of this mission and this brand that helps upskill women into tech, really helps them launch those flexible, well-paid careers around their family. What do you love most about your role, and then being part of that mission to help more women achieve that as well?
Yeah. Well, I think what I love the most is the flexibility, which we talked about, but I can't emphasize that enough because that's so important for us to lead, to fulfill our lives, I think. And I, what I love is that Supermoms enabled me to work remotely uh, to anywhere I want in the world. It's not, sometimes I think we have when we are not from IT industry, we think, oh no, I have to be close to my work. I have to be close to this. But Salesforce actually enables you to work for any employer in the world. So that's so great, and there are so many possibilities and so many type of roles that you can use these skills. So I feel very happy having the flexibility to work my own hours from home, and having my own type of routine that I need, that my family needs. So that's really nice. And you said
Yeah.
something,
The
your
last
second,
question was, what do you love most about being part of Supermum's mission to help
yeah.
women?
Well, being part of Supermom's mission for me is a real dream,
Mhm.
because I've been I think as a woman and myself, I've been to places during my life that I didn't feel empowered, and that I felt really weak, and that I felt that I might not have anywhere to go, or that maybe I wouldn't be good enough to do some work, or to get enough money for my family, or to provide, or to achieve my dreams, or to enable my kids to for them to achieve their dreams. And I went through a hard situation in the past, and then once I went through that, I felt like I really wanted to enable women
Mhm.
to see their potential, and to see how you really can achieve your dreams, and you really are able to go anywhere you want, and to fulfill your life, whatever the way you find is best for you. But it's not, you are never stuck. You are never stuck. You always have choices. You always have, and I mean, they can be really tough at some points, but you always have choices, and if you make the right choices, you can really achieve anything you want. So for me, empowering woman community, especially moms that are so vulnerable, you get that point that you really have something other than yourself that you care the most in your life, and it's kind of you really feel the vulnerability.
Mhm.
And yeah, you are so powerful, and you don't know at that point how much power you get actually from being in that position. So, and from educating our kids, and from showing, and from being an example of making decisions, and making good decisions for yourself, how it's going to impact your kids. So I'm completely passionate about that, and I'm involved here in Brazil in other projects that actually empower women, and one of them is teaching English to some women as well, because I think that's important, so they can that can enable them in other parts of the world to do work. So I think that's important for me as a person, as a woman. And Supermoms is is such a project that represents that, and does that in a beautiful way, serving communities all around the world, not only US or UK. You can take the course anywhere you are.
Yeah.
I took the course from Brazil, and we have many, many trainees that take the course from India, Africa, and other places. So this is this is really for any woman that really wants to make that decision, and you can make it. So I feel so happy to be a part of it. It's really empowering.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your story. And for those that are watching, Claudia is one of our many women, over 700 now, that've been through our courses, they've launched their careers, and just ultimately getting to achieve more of the things that they want in their life. I've spoken to so many women over my time with Supermums who've achieved more work life balance, income progression, more flexibility, a challenging, dynamic work environment, but also a community of people that are empowering you to really grow and thrive. So, as Claudia said, like it's a globally recognised qualification. And I would just say to anyone that's, watching this and wondering, could you do something like this? Could you launch a career in Salesforce? Absolutely. And you don't have to have a technical background. And you don't need to have any really criteria skills. It's that willingness to invest in yourself and learn. And I would just say, look into what a career in Salesforce might look like. There's so many options depending on what route you would like to take. The admin course that Claudia done, that we provide, is the entry kind of foundational course to launch your career. But I would just say, hop onto our website, look at the what is a Salesforce career part of the website. I'll drop the link in the comments of this video. Take the time to do the 5-day career challenge. It'll give you lots of information on what a role could look like for you in the Salesforce industry, and book a call with one of our career coaches and find out, what your options are. And, feel free to ask myself or Claudia any questions. And yeah, just know that like if you are open to investing in yourself, having courage, there's amazing opportunities out there for you. The Salesforce ecosystem is massive, and so much opportunity. And again, if you're looking for something that is remote, that you can work from anywhere in the world, then this is what this industry provides. So thanks so much, Claudia. Thank you so much for
Thank you so much, Rachel. Thank you for the time. It's awesome to be able to share with our community.
absolutely.
Thank you.